Without having to explain, the term MMA is almost known by all levels of society. This sport that combines punches, kicks, slams, and submission is a combination of boxing, Muay Thai, karate, taekwondo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu and many other martial arts. And here are the fighters with the best dodging techniques in MMA. But before we continue, please subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the latest updates. Cody Garbrandt. The man who was born in America, July 7, 1991, is an MMA artist who competes in the bantamweight division. Garbrandt fought for the UFC and became the second fighter to beat Dominick Cruz. Garbrandt made his first amateur fight in 2009 and amassed an amateur record of 6-2 before making his professional debut in 2012. Garbrandt in his bantamweight debut faced Dominick Cruz at UFC 207 on December 30, 2016. He won the fight by unanimous decision after knocking down Cruz twice and nearly finishing him off in the fourth round. Garbrandt suffered his first defeat against TJ Dillashaw at UFC 217 on November 4, 2017. Although he had knocked Dillashaw down in the first round, Dillashaw was able to get up and beat Garbrandt in the second round via knockout. Stipe Miocic. Stipe Miocic was born on August 19, 1982, in America, and works as a firefighter-paramedic. Miocic is a mixed martial artist signed to the UFC and competes in the heavyweight division. Miocic is a two-time former heavyweight champion. By critics, commentators and the media, Miocic is considered the greatest UFC heavyweight fighter of all time. He was ranked 1 in the UFC heavyweight division on March 29, 2021, then he was ranked 8th in pound for pound in May of the same year. He is also a former Golden Gloves boxing champion and an NCAA Division I wrestler at Cleveland State University. Miocic's strength is a combination of high-level boxing abilities and advanced wrestling. Despite being a UFC champion, Miocic is still a part-time firefighter-paramedic in Oakwood and Valley View, Ohio. When he was asked by Joe Rogan, Miocic replied that he needed something to return to after his fighting career was over. Yair Rodriguez. Yair Raziel Pantera Rodriguez Portillo, born on October 6, 1992, is a mixed martial artist from Mexico who is signed to the UFC. Yair has competed in the featherweight division for the UFC since 2014, having won the Ultimate Fighter, a Latin American tournament. He was ranked 3rd in the UFC featherweight on April 26, 2021. Prior to that, Rodriguez made his professional MMA debut on October 10, 2011, at Mexican Fighter Promotion against Jonathan Guzman, with a victory via referee decision. However, his official debut in the UFC was recorded on November 15, 2014, at UFC 180, against Morales. The mixed martial arts record achieved by Rodriguez is 16 matches with 13 wins, 2 losses and 1 without contest. 4 of them with knockout wins, 3 submission wins, and 6 refereeing decisions. Rodriguez's achievements include the one-time FMP Featherweight Championship, The best fighting championships including The Ultimate Fighter, Fight of the Night, Performance of the Night and the latest knockout in UFC history. Not only that, but Rodriguez also won the Knockout of the Year 2018 against Chan Sung Jung. Conor McGregor. Conor Anthony McGregor was born on July 14, 1988, as an MMA athlete originally from Ireland and competing for the UFC. He is the former reigning UFC lightweight champion and former UFC featherweight champion. Over the course of his career, McGregor has competed at featherweight, lightweight and welterweight. McGregor started his professional MMA career in 2008, then in 2012 he won both the featherweight and lightweight championships in the Cage Warriors, so he holds both titles simultaneously. At UFC 194 in 2015, he defeated Jose Aldo at UFC featherweight at 13 seconds in the first round. In 2016, he became the first fighter in UFC history to hold titles in two different divisions simultaneously. In 2018, he was defeated by reigning champion Khabib Nurmagomedov for the UFC lightweight belt at the UFC 229 Championship via neck crank. Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva is one of the names that is often mentioned in the debate about who is the greatest fighter of all time. Silva once ruled the UFC middleweight division by being a champion for almost 7 years. Anderson Silva also holds the record for the longest winning streak in the UFC with 16 matches, 11 of which are for the title. Anderson Silva mastered jiu-jitsu, judo, capoeira, and was even a boxing athlete and Muay Thai athlete before entering MMA. In 2006, Silva began enlisting in the UFC with fighting techniques that combined boxing-style head movements, capoeira flexibility, taekwondo kicks, and deadly knee strikes. All these moves are combined very quickly and accurately with a good ability to change poses between orthodox to southpaw styles. Silva is even very skilled in fighting low and locking opponents, although he often avoids it in every fight. We can see Silva's skills in one of his fights against Forrest Griffin, where Silva shows skills that will surely make us gape. Griffin is known as a tough kicking specialist, but when he meets Silva, he is like an amateur and looks like a newbie. Within 3 minutes of the fight, it ended with Silva's punch, which was very accurate and didn't seem to require much effort at all, but managed to finish off the opponent with just one move. This punch has been named the most impressive punch in UFC history. Now that's a great fighter who has the best dodging technique in MMA according to QINIMA. In your opinion, who is the other best fighter who has a better dodging technique? Leave your opinion in the comments section below. See ya.